Hey guys, are you feeling super bullish for 2025? I'm feeling super bullish for 2025. The fundamentals seem to show me that it's bullish for 25 and also the technicals as well. But in this video, I will talk about crypto.com because the CEO has tweeted something, and I'll get into that in just a little while. But also, I'm super bullish on Bitcoin and I'm super bullish on the total market cap. And I'll give you my reasons why as well. So before I start, hit that like button and give a subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing to do that. So yeah, your support is always much appreciated. But as I said yesterday, I spoke about the crypto task force that is potentially coming out. And we got confirmation yesterday of the US Securities and Exchange Commission confirming this was the case. So we got the acting chairman, Mark Udio, launched a crypto task force dedicated to the development, comprehensive and clear regulatory framework for the crypto asset. Commissioner Hester Peirce will lead the task force. I mentioned that she's the crypto mom. She was also flying the flag when Gary Gensler was in power for the crypto industry. So yeah, so it's looking super bullish. So we've got confirmation now that is going ahead. So yes, we haven't got off Donald Trump yet regarding signing any executive orders regarding crypto yet, but I've got a funny feeling that could come in the coming days, in my opinion. That is, I might be wrong on that. It could be in a week or a month's time, but I do feel like it's going to come in the coming days. So I think that's why the market's sort of like been selling off a little bit with Bitcoin as well, and the altcoins have been sort of dropping down a little bit. But I think once we get confirmation of Donald Trump, I think that's going to give us another catalyst to make that move towards the upside. But overall, I'm super bullish. And also, why am I super bullish as well? Because look at these. Look at these. We've got Solana, we've got Doge and Bonk and XRP, and we've even got Trump coin, which is also being put on for potential ETFs as well. So hopefully these should be starting to come out soon as well. And hopefully we can get clarification on that. So final deadlines are on here, is on basically the 22nd of February 2025, the first ones. That'll be for the Bitcoin, Ethereum. We've got Solana here, which actually could be at any point in time. So yeah, so it's all about just waiting and see what happens. So, but obviously we've got this nice list, and obviously this list is growing all the time. So this is really bullish as well. I'm just waiting to see CRO ETF being put on there as well. Now, going on about crypto.com CRO token, let's get into charts on that one. So obviously we've had a bit of a pullback from Bitcoin at the moment, and obviously this has pulled back a lot of the altcoins as well. So as I said yesterday, we're on that falling wedge, and what was bullish was at the moment was that we actually broke out of this falling wedge, and then we're sort of testing and battling with that 20 EMA. Unfortunately, with that 20 EMA, it's pushed us back down to the downside. Now, obviously, that is because of Bitcoin has made some move down to the downside, and it's dragged the altcoins down as well. But we're still in that falling wedge at the moment. Now, the downside is of that we could potentially drop again out of that and go down to that sort of lower 12 pence kind of area. And then obviously there's always that 0.11 area as well that we could drop down to. So you just need to gear yourself up and prepared for any kind of pullbacks, drop downs we have. Because at the end of the day, it's like I always say, isn't it? You can always have these big moves to the upside. There's always pullbacks as well. But obviously, this is frustrating to a lot of the Crow fam out there. And I said yesterday in other videos, it is frustrating. We want to see CRO because it doesn't deserve to be where it is right now, in my opinion. But it is where it is at the moment, and there's nothing else we can do about it at this point in time. So hopefully we can get Chris coming out with some really bullish news in the coming days or the coming weeks that can actually really rally that price. Because what tends to happen is with CRO coins, we have these big moves towards the upside, but then we seem to get a lot of selling pressure that comes in and drops us down. We saw that when we were up at around that 0.20 kind of area, and then we just dropped down to the downside. I just want strong conviction, a parabolic move. That's what I want to see. And everybody's FOMOing in to it. But I've got a feeling it will happen. It's all about being patient, sitting on your hands, and just seeing what plays out of the crypto market in general as well, not just in crypto.com or the Cronos chain. But like I said, if we get some burns or something magical comes out from Chris, the CEO, regarding crypto.com, which has made you bullish for the CRO token, then obviously that will push us further back towards the upside. But at the moment, we're just falling back in that wedge. We're battling with that 20 EMA. Want us to get above that. Money flow has been coming out, but it's actually just starting to level off, really, to be honest with you. So it's all about being patient and just waiting, to be honest. But we can see here, we're still sitting at 3.5 billion market cap and a volume at 44 million as well in 24 hours too. But also, which is really bullish, is we're at the top of the app as well for top finance apps. Crypto.com is on there as well. We've got Bitcoin, and obviously they've got now, they removed the CRO and put Trump there. Obviously, that's a marketing strategy because obviously Trump is really tokens been really getting out there and really getting people excited and such like. So obviously this is a way to get people into the crypto.com, but hopefully they'll change that back to CRO at some point. But what is going parabolic, what I mentioned yesterday as well as Google Trends in the United States of America, crypto.com has been going parabolic towards the upside. But obviously we know why that is, because the crypto.com exchange has gone live now. And there's a lot of perks coming in there with the superchargers and such like as well. So obviously it's getting a lot of attention in America because now people can get onto that crypto.com and start trading on there as well. And also we've got a lot of things going on there as well. Obviously sports betting as well as other things too. So obviously that's super bullish, but obviously, unfortunately, the CRO token at the moment is not reflecting what's happening on the crypto.com ecosystem or the Cronos chain ecosystem at the moment. So hopefully CRO will do a big catch up and get past that 0.20% mark and get back up to, hopefully one day, get up to like 50 pence or something like that and then get to $1. That's what we want to see. But Chris tweeted out actually that he's got this picture of New York from where he is. I know I've got a feeling the building, I might be wrong on this, but the building is the Deutsche Bank Central building, which is just outside Central Park, just down up the way from obviously the New York itself. I'm just trying to think of the building there. It's the Plaza. That's it. I couldn't think of it. The Plaza is just down here as well. But this is where they actually made Ghostbusters, just for general interest. But yeah, overall, he must be in that. But I wonder what he's doing. Maybe there's some banks in there. Maybe Deutsche Bank or whoever, JP Morgan or whatever are in there. So hopefully we're going to get some news come out of that one, because we can see here he says there's nothing you can't do. So obviously he might be doing some meetings in there. So let's hope we get some good news come out, hopefully. But Bitcoin at the moment, getting on to Bitcoin now, nothing's really changed too much. We're in that falling wedge. We've broken that falling wedge at the moment. We've broken out towards the upside. And obviously we've got the 50 and the 20 EMA, 50 crossing over the 20 EMA, which is really bullish as well. But looking at the moment, we've basically got a trend line towards the upside. We've broken out that falling wedge, as I said. We've got a lot of support around that $100,000 mark at the moment. We've got a lot of resistance at the moment, hitting that 108,000. So what's happening is we've got this trend line up here. We've hit there. We've got rejected a couple of times now off that trend line, and we're dropping back down now to the area support of $100,000. Now, obviously, there is a risk that we could come back down and retest down here in the 90s again. So we've just got to be prepared for that one. Obviously, that's going to bring down a lot of the altcoins as well. On the oscillator, on the Lux Algo oscillator as well, we've got the money flow coming out of it as well at the moment. But I think a lot of it's to do with what's going on. We haven't had any executive orders yet signed off by Donald Trump. But I think once we get something like that come through, that's going to move the market towards the upside. So hopefully Bitcoin is going to make some moves, but at the moment, nothing's really happening. It's just a bit of sideways action. Bitcoin dominance as well is something I'm watching out for as well. We're coming up to an area of resistance at the moment. So is that going to be a drop down to the downside, which we want to see? So at the moment, we're coming up to an area of resistance. So, but what I'm really excited about here is, you've got to zoom out. When you look at the total market cap, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything else, look what happened in January. These orange circles here are January kind of what's happened. So after January, we had these big moves to the upside. And look again, January again, big moves to the upside. That was back in 2017, back in 2021, big move towards the upside. And again, we've got 2025 right now. We're in that orange circle at the moment. So we're waiting for that big move towards the upside. But if we look out here, we've got a lot of support here. Look at this. We've got a lot of area supports around here, down at 1.2 trillion, 1.6 trillion, and now at 2.72 trillion. A lot of support around that kind of area. So I'm expecting, hopefully, if we get something with executive orders, that we're going to make a big move towards the upside in terms of the total market cap. Because what we've seen also is we've seen money coming in as well from the ETFs. Yesterday, we had on the 21st, we had $802 million. We've had $248 million coming yesterday. But also I'm watching for Ethereum as well, because Ethereum has been having $74 million came in, again $70 million as well. Because what I'm actually watching out for is we want the Bitcoin dominance to drop down, but at the same time we want Ethereum also to make a big move towards the upside. It's time. It's going, because so much negative news regarding Ethereum. Now we want Ethereum to make a big move towards the upside, because that's going to be good for the altcoins as well as the Bitcoin dominance drop down. So those two together will actually really make the altcoins really, really mega bullish. I know I keep saying about alt season, and I say it every day, but it will happen, I feel, at some point. The probabilities are that it will happen, but when is unsure at the moment. We want Ethereum to do a breakout, we want the Bitcoin dominance to drop down, and we want Bitcoin just to go sideways as well. And that's going to give us a potential big move towards the upside. So overall, I'm feeling super bullish. I'm feeling super bullish for crypto.com as well as the CRO token, as well as Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. So smash that like button, give a subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.